How's it going, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of Ritual to a Mirror. Let's start this episode off by claiming our seals from last episode. Got 4 divs and a bunch of chaos here. We check the seals history. As you can see in the history, we sold a bunch of jewels, and we also sold those gloves I had. I think it's frostbite on hit for like 10C. Yeah, that's it for our seals. We also have like a 1C currency exchange sale, so let's go claim that. Okay, so before we start farming, I just want to quickly show you the currency we've got. So we've got 4 div orbs and we've got 748 chaos. So that's about 10.4 or 10.5 divs. Also in the quad tab, we still got a bunch of stuff in here I need to craft. We also have this crystal belt, which I said last time I'd probably just sell, but I think I will actually craft this up later, so we'll do that after. But for now, we're going to go back to farming our maps. And I should also mention, we've unlocked the 6th slot, so we've got a blood-filled vessel in here as well. So yeah, let's get back to farming. Alright, so we'll take these. That should be like 8 chaos. We'll take a Wind Ripper and a Volsar Theory. Of course, there's a Divine on the last one and we can't afford it. We'll have to defer, it's fine. And we'll pick up some alterations and augments. Okay, so I'm going to start running domination just so we get some additional shrines in our maps, which means more monsters, obviously. So let's go do that. Let's claim our divine that we deferred earlier, and we'll take the resonator as well. And nice, we have a perfect guardian turtle, and this thing is currently going for 390 chaos. So that's pretty sick. Right, so this Scarcity Jewel would be really good if our chaos damage was a lot higher. I will price check it, but I don't think it's going to be worth anything at tier 6. No, it's not. This is like 34 chaos for spell cascade, so we'll take that. It's nice life, early res, and damage ailments. Should be able to sell this. And I guess I'll just spend the rest of the points on random orbs. We'll take this crit multi with cold skills. It's good for crafting on. Okay, well we take this jewel because all those stats do work with each other. Don't know how much it'll be. Not that much, I can't imagine, but just still get something for it. And try selling this one, I guess, because those again all work together. Just take the chaos orbs and stuff. Take those orbs of alteration. Could be a good fracture. There's one on the market for like 50C. So we'll take that. Could be a good jewel actually, other than the avoid being shocked. There was nothing here, so we'll just take these cheap things. Okay. 36.1k tribute. That's the most I've ever gotten. So we'll take this Dark Marionette. We'll take our jewel to craft on. We'll take the Essence Scarab of Ascent. It's like 3 chaos. That was 5 chaos. That's crazy, to be honest. We got like 36k tribute and pretty much nothing to show for it, really. I guess we'll just take some cheap currency and be done with it. Gives alterations. Take this jewel, might be able to sell that for a couple of chaos. Take Scarab of Nemesis. It's interesting foil, increased damage and strength. We'll take and try selling it. It's a very strange sword, someone might buy it. Gain mana per me hit with attacks. Someone might want that for a couple of chaos. Okay, Gassii Jewel with 15 to dex. I guess we could take it. First 16 it might be worth something, 15 I'm not so sure. Might be able to craft with it though. Okay, well there's nothing here I want, so we're just taking some of the orbs. Yeah, let's get out there. So we got another nameless ritual here. We'll claim all of these audiences. At least all the ones we can buy. Take the cheap audience, we'll defer this one. We'll take the 3.5k and we'll defer these two. We'll refresh one more time. We'll defer this. And we'll take Chaos Orbs and Splinters. Okay, we'll take this jewel to Exalt Slam. Take the cheap Audience of a King, and we'll defer the other one. Okay, let's take this Audience of a King to get it out of the system. We'll take the black oil. Okay. We'll take these gloves that have the crit against shocked enemies. And I think we'll just take some cheap orbs. We'll take this jewel. It might sell for like 20 chaos, maybe. Take the shield as well. Try selling that with life gained on block. Well, there's nothing else I want, so we'll take these orbs. Okay, we'll take the Scarab of a Multitude. We'll take the Dark Marionette. This is going to be pretty good actually. It's high life. And we have the increased damage against chilled enemies. We'll take those. Omen of the Jeweler as well. Okay, well we'll take the Chaos and the Alterations. A Scarab, I guess. And that's that. We've got another pair of gloves here. Again, shocked enemies, or crit against shocked enemies. We'll take these Alterations. We'll take this Max Roll Energy Shield. Okay, well we'll take the 10 Chaos. If nothing else is worthwhile, we'll take the Chaos, Regals. We'll take that Max Life Roll. Life is damage over time and impale. Those all work together, so that's an Exalt Slam Jewel. Omen of Brilliance. We'll just take some cheap orbs here. Guess we'll take the Chains That Bind as well. And that's that. Let's take the 10 Chaos. Inspired Learn, how much is that now? Let's price check these cards. 20 Chaos for 4 of them. Is it really worth it? Let's have a look what else we got. What we'll do is defer it. We'll take this Crimson Jewel. All of those work together. Don't know how much it's worth though, but we'll try selling it. Okay, we'll take this. We might be able to sell that. And we'll pick up the Academic. Do a Sanctified Fossil. Big Omen of Brilliance. Max Roll Hybrid ES on Kalandra gloves. Let's have a look. Okay, well I say Max Roll, Tier 1. Yeah, it seems to be about 15 Chaos, so pick them up. Take Death and Taxes, it's an easy sale. We'll take the Fire Trap at level 21. There's nothing here I really want, so we'll take the cheap stuff. Let's take this amulet and see what the Vaal mod is. It's got tier 1 strength on it, high fire damage, and crit multi, which is nice. Got 3 primordials, we'll take that. I actually don't know how much that is. EP2 says it's 2 chaos a card, so I guess I'll take it. Okay, well I'll take the +1 to level of all Cold Spell Fracture. It's only like 5 chaos this league, usually it's a bit more than that. Increased damage during any flask effect, take that. I'll take the Scarab of Bribe in as well, that's like 3 chaos. And that one has 102% increased spell crit chance, pretty high lightning damage to spells, and it's got +1 to all physical spell skills. Give a quick price check. There's a bunch of them for 2 to 4 divs. I don't feel it'll be worth that much, but I'll pick it up anyway, it's very cheap. Okay, I don't want anything else, we'll just take the Splinters and Chaos. Take the Dark Marionette. This is another Jewel to Exalt. All those mods work well together. That's an interesting Jewel. It's like a utility Jewel. Faster ES recharge, faster mana regen, and max fire res. I guess that's worth an Exalt Slam, why not? Max ES. Take the Scarab of the Herd as well. Alright, we'll take the 10 Vaal Orbs, the 10 Scours. And we'll take the Splinters and Alterations. Guess the red, Crimson Oil. Bunch of other garbage. That is a very nice ring. Increased damage while it's leeching mana. Let's price check that real quick. 9 divines. Okay. So there's some money. Probably the best item we've had so far, actually. Max yes. Okay, I'll take this crystal belt craft on. There's nothing I want here, so I'll take the splinters and alterations and other cheapish orbs. We'll take the Scarab of Inscription. Take the full stack of Emperor's Luck. Why not? Essence of Ascent. Okay, we'll take the Detonate Dead. Level 21. Take these for the 7 alks. So we can try Exalt in that. There's quite a bit of resistances there. And I might be able to sell this shield for like 5 chaos, maybe. And we'll just get alterations and stuff, I guess. Just cheap orbs. We've got another pair of gloves with mana on hit, so we'll take those. Take Pillars of a Run to sell. Scarab of Hidden Compartment. I mean, we have to take the Gambler card. It's a gambling series. And there's another crystal belt we can craft with. I guess we'll take this topaz ring with the tier 1 intelligence fracture. We'll take the small cluster jewel. It's not really a good one, but we might be able to get like 5 chaos for that. And then we'll take some garbage. Okay, well I'm going to go list all this stuff for sale, and I'm also going to go craft some things. So I'll get back to you in a sec. Let's quickly turn in our div cards. Nothing too good. We're going to go craft these gloves up because they're actually pretty good for kinetic blast. Okay, so we're going to quality the gloves up. You get full socket, and then full link. Hit with a chromatic. Now we're going to put on fizz converted to cold. Keep doing this till we get 25. There we are. Okay, we've got a bunch of sales coming in, so we take our currency. And we need to buy some Eldritch Orbs, so we can get the Fizz converted to cold, and we need Rage on hit as well. Okay, and now we can get Rage and Fizz to cold. There we go. And we need to get Rage. And our turtle just sold. This mod is annoying to hit, but we will get it eventually. There we are. And now we just need to finish it with an Exalt. And we got Fire Res, which isn't too bad. Aim our turtle money, and we'll go craft these crystal belts, I think. Okay, so we're going to pick up these Tempering Catalysts so we can increase the energy shield on the belts. And we're going to pick up these Deafening Essences of Envy to get some chaos resistance on the belt. And we just spam these until we get tier 1 or tier 2 energy shield. So yeah, let's go buy them and get crafting. Okay, so whilst we wait for those to buy, this belt's actually pretty decent as is. So what we're going to do is craft on Armor ES. Okay, we got that to 25. And what we're going to do is buy a Shaper Robe. Here we got our Shaper Robe. We're just going to slam the belt. We got increased spell damage during Flask Effect. So yeah, now we just have to wait for these catalysts to buy, and we can catalyst this belt up. Okay, so our essences are bought. So we can start crafting the last 2 belts. So what we're looking for here is tier 1 or tier 2 energy shield alongside our chaos res, obviously. Or we want 2 good suffixes to go alongside the chaos res. Okay, well we've got tier 1 energy shield. It's not really the best belt. It should still sell for like a div. So yeah, let's craft the other one. Okay, well it's not the best tiers, but it is a pretty solid belt, so we should be able to sell this one. Just need to catalyst our belts. one has 134 ES, 123, and 152. Right, so I've got these 20 ritual vessels here, which I'm going to fill up in these 20 maps, and then we'll use them later on for more tribute. I also picked up 20 Scarab of the Adversaries. These are like 2 for 1 Chaos, and they just add more rare monsters to our maps. So yeah, let's go farm. Let's price check this one real quick. One div listed 12 days ago. Yeah, it's not worth that much, but we'll still pick it up. It's only 560. Guess we'll take this ring as well. Maybe we can craft something nice out of it. Just Blood Rage going for 33 kills. We'll pick that up. I guess we'll take the splinters and leave. Life will take that. Max life, attack speed for minions, and very high cooldowns for minions. Could be worth something. Yep, it's very much worth something. And we can Exalt Slam that, right? Yep. So we'll take that and we'll Exalt Slam it. We have a Crystal Belt here. We have another Divine here. Life, Fracture. It is only 6%, but should still be worth something. 75 Chaos for that Fracture. So we'll take that. Dark Marionette. 21 Enfeeble. We'll pick that up. We'll take these Chisels, Scouring Orbs, and the Splinters. Prime Resonator. Okay, well there's nothing else there. Yeah, we'll just Exalt Slam that one. Take the 10 Chaos. Cloister Scarab. 51 Splinters, more Chaos. Omen of Blanching. I'll price check this for you guys just so you can see how much it's worth. 45 Chaos. Very nice. Take the 3 Rogue Markers. Those alterations. Those 10 Orbs of Regret. Sentry Shield Jewel. There's nothing else I want here. Max CS. Max Life. Price check this one real quick. Okay, we'll take in, try selling it. Take the Whirling Blades. Frozen Legion isn't worth anything. Some more crit chance against shocked enemy gloves. An Omen of Blanching. There's nothing else that's really worth anything here, so we'll fill up on cheap stuff and leave. A Light Fracture, but this one is very low. Still worth money. Pick up Rite of Elements. The alterations. Okay, well there's nothing I want, so we'll take the cheap stuff again. Yeah, Divine Orb. An Omen of Amelioration. Price check that just to show you. It's pretty expensive. I think it's the second most expensive Omen. Could be third most expensive. Yeah, it's pretty pricey. Max Energy Shield. Attack Speed Life and more attack speed. That's an Exalt Jewel. So we'll take that. And we'll just buy some cheap stuff. Scarab of War Hordes, we'll take that. Perfect Hulking Miscreations like 9 Chaos, so we'll take it. Take this to craft on. 2 Ancient Orbs. This Jewel myself, so we'll pick that up. And we'll just buy cheap stuff again. We have a single Fortunate card. Max Life Roll. Another Omen of Blanching. Okay, we'll pick up some cheaper orbs. Okay. So we'll take the Synth Jewel. Max Life. Prime Resonator. And we'll buy the cheap orbs. Max Energy Shield. A Crystal Belt. That would be a good jewel if it was 8 mod, not 12 mod. I guess we can try selling it, but I don't think it will sell at 12 mods. And we'll take the 5 Wrath cards. There's nothing I want here, so we'll take the cheap stuff. Life, take the 10 Chaos. There wasn't really much in this one, so we'll just take the scraps. Got an Audience with a King. Currently 30 Chaos. Let's check this jewel. We'll try selling it for like 10 or 15. Amelioration. Max Life Jewel. There's nothing else I want, so we'll take the cheaper stuff. Take the 10 Chaos. 3 alterations. Take that medium cluster. Take the will clash to corrupt it. Hopefully get power charge on it. Get the ritual splinters. I'll take the 10 chaos. Death and taxes. That's a pretty solid dagger, to be fair. Like what? 405 fizz. Probably craft crit on it or something. So we'll take that. It's only 430 tribute too. There was nothing else I want to, so I'll take the chaos and rogue markers and all the other cheap stuff. A 10 chaos. Max life. Here 2 fizz hybrid. Might be able to sell that. We'll pick that up. And we got divine on the last one. This large cluster would have been decent if it was an 8 mod. Again, we'll pick it up to try and sell it. Don't know if it will actually sell. I guess we'll take this synth ring as well with all attributes. Okay, so we'll take the splinters and cheap orbs. We'll take this. It is 4 chaos each. Got the 5 chaos orbs. We're gonna defer the soul. Check how much they are right now. 35 chaos each, so that's 1.2 div, that's pretty nice. And we'll take the 5 chaos, and none of these are worth anything. Okay, so we've got divine and we've got the soul cards again. So we'll defer the soul, we'll take the divine. How much is the cornucopia worth? Fancy, we'll take that too. We'll take this to Exalt Slam. We'll just pick up these Vaal orbs. And Fusins. Another fortunate card. Take the Eye of Malice and try Vaaling it. Well, that was pretty bad to be fair. Oh well, let's spend our points. Guess I underpriced those gloves. They sold instantly for 15c. Let's go redeem our div cards. Stone Golem isn't worth anything, we'll just throw it. Okay, so we've got our life and energy shield jewels. We'll augment them all. Let's see what we get here. Increase damage, max life could be good. Melee damage, max life is fine. Life and hit? Maybe. Fire damage could be good. That's not really worth anything. Could be fine. Could be fine. Could be fine. Poison. I don't really bother with that. It could be fine. Area damage could be fine. Cast speed could be fine. Night duration's not good. Cut multi for spell damage is good. And bleed duration's not good. Now we just regal the good ones. Okay, so I sorted out the jewels. The ones on the left aren't worth anything, so we'll just scour them and try crafting something else. And the ones here are worth Exalt Slamming. Okay, so I've sorted the jewels again. These two aren't really worth anything. They're about 20, 30 chaos. This one here, I kind of forgot how much it was. So we'll quickly price check it again. We'll just call it 50 chaos. These are all like roughly a divine. And this one down here is, I think it was like 5 divines people wanted for it. I mean, it's not worth 5 divines, but that's what they were asking. There you go. That's without the attack damage while dual wielding, but that's not really a good mod, so we'll try to get like 3, maybe 2 divs for it. Okay, let's get rid of these cobalt ones. Oh, sorry, the crimson ones. And what we're going to do is scour the cobalts and try crafting them for an adorned on max ES. Damage over time, let's regal that. Chaos damage over time multi. Okay, so all 3 of those work together. It's 25C, we'll Exalt slam that. Max roll ES. Excellent, we'll regal. All Ellie res. Again, that's probably worth throwing an Exalt orb on. It's max roll, max life. Regal that, I guess. That might be decent. Is it worth exalting though? Let's find out. Yeah, sure. Damage was on the shield and crit multi. Let's regal that. Okay, that's worth exalt slamming. Okay, let's buy these exalts and slam our jewels. Prod speed. Don't think that really matters for this. Yeah, probably not. It's got cast speed of lightning skills. It's not on the market, but that's pretty good. Trap damage. Chaos traps. Maybe. I don't know if there is a trap that uses chaos. I don't know. It's still worth it with just the damage over time, chaos damage over time, and the ES mod. So that's okay. And cast speed whilst holding a shield, I think that one rolled. Which again is fine. It's not on the market. But we'll probably sell. Okay, well, let's claim my earnings, and I'm going to go to bed because I've got work later. So, yeah, fun. Okay, well, I'm home from work. Let's go see what we sold. Okay, so we got 1 div sale and a bunch of chaos. Let's quickly open up the sales history. Okay, well, unsurprisingly, it's mostly jewels. Now, we did sell a couple of other things too, though, like an amulet and a bone ring there. Okay, well, sadly, a bunch of these rings have come up onto the marketplace now, so what we're going to do is spam it with the Essence of Envy, and hopefully just get a better rolled ring that someone might want to buy. Right, those prefixes are good. Suffix, not so much. Quickly price check the ring just with those prefixes. 50 chaos. Right, how do I go about doing this? I don't really want to spend Divine's Craft in it, so I'm going to pick up a Exalt. Oops. I'm going to pick up a Exalted Orb. Actually, pick up 2. And what we're going to do is come down here, craft on Life, then Exalt Slam. And of course, we get Terrible Intelligence. That is what it is. I'll try selling that. There's nothing like this on the market, so maybe we can sell it for a bit more than it should be worth. I'm going to Exalt Slam these 3 jewels we found as well. Price check them all, I guess. Of course, there's none on the market. Well, that one's not really worth anything. Yeah, not really worth anything. And again, not really worth anything. Oh well. Okay, well I want to jump back into maps, so I'll go buy some more scarabs and maps, and we'll get back to farming. Okay, let's take the Soul Taker. Or Soul Taker cards, I should say. Take Max Life Roll Jewel. Take the Die in Anguish cards. Okay, well there's nothing here that I want, so we're taking the cheap orbs. Okay, so that's everything. Well, the first and probably the last item in this ritual has been this 8% increased max energy shield jewel. Oh well, I guess we'll just take some garbage here. Yeah, let's go. We sold the fire jewel that we crafted for 2 divs. Okay, well that's a very nice jewel. That fizz is tier 2, right? Yeah, tier 2. We price check this. There should be a few divs, right? I think it is, anyway. Oh, not that one. 24. 4 to 5 divs. It's pretty solid. We'll pick that up. Money. And there's a divine on our last one. And there's nothing else, so we'll get the cheap stuff. That's a very solid ritual, this map. And we're done. Another div. Pick that up. An Omen of a Jeweler. Which of those now? Only 7 chaos. There's nothing else worthwhile here. So again, we'll take the cheaper orbs. And let's get out of here. Okay, well that was a really bad ritual. We'll take this free small cluster. And we'll pick up this rewritten distant memory. And take some cheap orbs again. And that's us. We'll take this jewel. Should be able to sell that. Pick up this medium cluster. We'll take this div scarab of the cloister. We'll have to separate it from the 3 I found. And there's nothing I want here, so we'll just take the cheap jewels again. And that's us. Max roll, max energy shield as a fracture on a Vaal regalia. Should be able to sell that. We'll pick that up. I price check that. Is there any on the market? Oh. Yeah, it's not worth as much as I thought it would be. Oh well. Also, this was from the floor, so let me see what this was. Garbage. Okay, well there's nothing I want here, so we'll take the cheap gems, or cheap orbs again. Oh, there is a max life, I didn't notice this. We'll take that. Max CS jewel, we'll pick that up. Right, well there's nothing else I want, so we'll take cheap orbs again. And let's get out of here. Hey look, it's a Kyr Blythe. It's a Welsh map. Damage over time multi, spell damage, and +1 level of all fire skill gems. That should be decent for Righteous Fire, right? Yeah, we'll pick that up. And there isn't really anything else worthwhile, so we'll take the cheap orbs again. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, so we'll pick up the Hateful Accuser. It's like 10 chaos. Okay, I guess we'll take the 10 chaos. And there's nothing I want here, so let's pick up these Gembling Queen cards and other cheap little orbs. An Omen of Blanchin. We got a Alhismin map as well. Max Energy Shield. And again, there's nothing I want here, so we take the cheap stuff. And that's us. Yeah, Sniper's Mark is worth quite a lot, so we'll take that. Omen of Brilliance. Prime Chaotic Resonator. Max Energy Shield. Got an Audience of King. Got an Omen of Amelioration. And that's a pretty solid general purpose jewel. We'll Exalt Slam it. And we'll just buy cheaper robes. Fine throwing speed. Sadly, that's not 8%. That would have been really good. Price check is silver. Not really worth much. I'll still take it. Maybe I can craft something with it. I don't know. 2120 rarity. How much is that? 50 chaos. We'll take that. We've got an Omen of Jeweler as well. And there's nothing I want here, so we'll take the cheap orbs again. Prime Chaotic Resonator. Actual Energy Shield. Not a very good helmet, but it does have +2 to all minion and bit of life. Might be able to get like 10C for that. Yes, we got a Divine here. And I'll just buy cheap orbs again. You got Scarab of a Cloister. Perfect Forest Tiger. How much are these going for now? They used to be really expensive. 24 divines. Yeah, they are still very expensive. Bloody hell. Got 5 other fortunate cards. This ritual is very much golded. What is going on? Max life. Well, there's nothing else I want on this one, so we'll take the cheap orbs. But yeah, what a ritual, man. Got no Omen of Blanching. We'll try Exalting this Ghastly Eye. Prime Chaotic Resonator. And there's nothing else I want, so we'll take the cheap orbs again. Another Divine Orb. Maxwell Life. The Scar of Abundance and Warhordes. We'll take the stack of Emperor's Luck. And the cheap stuff. Maxwell Energy Shield. Yeah, I'm not going to take the Crystal Belt to craft on, because the ones I have haven't sold, so we'll leave it. But yeah, let's just pick up all the cheap orbs. It wasn't really anything worthwhile. Right, let's get out there. Max Energy Shield. We got like 32k tribute, and we didn't get anything good from that. Well, let's take the cheap orbs. Yeah, it's ritual number 100. Max Energy Shield Jewel. Take the Scenting Chromatics. And there's pretty much nothing in it. So we'll take the Ancient Orb and all of these cheap stuff. So yeah, that's our ritual number 100. Alright, so let's buy some Exalted Orbs and Exalt some of these jewels. We're going to go Vaal these helmets and hopefully get Power Charge. Probably won't hit it, but hey, it's worth a shot. We hit Chance to Avoid Bleeding, which isn't that great. On this one we hit Fizz, but it's not really good tier. I mean, it'll be alright, but it's not going to be worth too much. And this one got Crit Chance, so it's not really going to be that great. If it's Crit Multi, it would have been really good, but it is what it is. Okay, let's go corrupt these helmets. That isn't a good corruption, and that isn't a good corruption either. So yeah, these aren't worth anything. Oh well. Okay, let's go sell our stuff. Okay, so before I sell the sceptre, I do actually want to craft on fire damage over time. Where is it? Down here. Fire damage over time multiplier. If we price check that now. We should get a couple of divines for it. Let's quickly claim our 2 divines from our fire jewel. And we can claim all of our little omen sales here. Alright, well, it's been a few hours. Let's go claim the rest of our currency. Let's see, we sold our little tiger. And if you go to sales history, see here we've got the tiger. Got a bunch of different stuff actually. Sniper's Mark, item rarity. Another jewel. A couple of jewels actually. A little helmet for 10C. Pretty solid. And if we go to Faustus and go to currency exchange, got a bunch of chaos from our omens and the div cards. Alright, so ending off episode 2, we have made quite a bit of currency. We've got 40 divine orbs, and we've got 2,257 chaos orbs, which is about 18.2, 18.3 divs. So in total we've got about 58.2 or 58.3 divine orbs. Okay, well that's going to end off this episode. Now I don't know when episode 3 is going to come out, because I've got a lot of solo shifts and back-to-back shifts, so I won't really have too much time to play. I'll try probably play in early hours in the morning or something. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.